Hey guys, Super Nerd Miles here, and I guess this is a bit of a special episode, despite the fact that this is really going to mainly be grinding, because I have a special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Hector. I'm Miles' friend.
Yes, my good friend Hector. I just wanted to try out a, see how things would work with the, guest commentary and stuff like that, so I'm mainly going to be, just grinding in this episode.
Embrace the grind. Always embrace the grind.
In fact, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and say this out there, right now, I'm just going to go ahead and make this one. At this point,
stupid commentary from Hector.
Because I've got like a list of things that I should have done that I haven't, and I'm in a really good position to do one of them right now. We'll get to after this battle. Super slow because it's blue magnets annoying and already confused.
Oh, trust me, they don't go away.
No, stop that.
They're the bane of my existence.
Probably going to make funny noises every time I get confused, and every time I hurt myself with confusion.
Or you could act like a drunk person. I don't know what's going on.
You know, in my early days of playing Pokemon, there would be one constant I would see. Almost every single time that someone used Supersonic and I was already confused, I would immediately snap out of confusion.
I never really had that happen to me.
It was almost a constant in my earlier days of playing Pokemon. It's like, so-and-so used Supersonic. So-and-so is already confused. So-and-so snapped out of confusion. Used something or other. Okay, but yes. Right around this corner, which, for reference, this is where that mound of sand that we couldn't walk up was. There was actually an item that I forgot. Oh, this is another thing that I was going to do while I'm down here. There are a couple of Pokemon I missed catching. This is one of them, Abra. Thing is, as an Abra, it only knows one move. And that one move is Teleport. So you've got one turn, unless you can paralyze it or put it to sleep to catch it. So, what you should do is just... whenever you find one, just chuck a Pokeball at
it. If you want one, they're basically worthless.
Well, they're basically worthless unless you can evolve into their top form, then they're a pretty good Psychic type. Problem is that requires a trade. But, like, right south from that sand wall and right a couple steps, there's actually a little cave that I missed that has an item in it. Huh, Pokeball. I just got a refund. It's nothing major, really, but, eh. This is gonna take a while.
Are you seriously gonna use an Aeron on an Aeron?
What's more, they're the same level too. Proper? Luckily, we both have a super effective move on each other. And it lowers accuracy at the same time, so...
He smacked you with mud.
This is the point that it becomes not cowardly to flee, and I switch out to Gulliver.
Be careful, that guy plays dirty.
You can't hit me with mud slaps. It doesn't affect Gulliver, and even if it did, it's got Keen Eye, which prevents accuracy loss.
You missed the pun.
Actually, that time I just ignored it. I will occasionally ignore puns if they're really painful.
It was beautiful. I came up with it myself. You should be allowed a gun just to kill Zubats. Like, permanently kill them. That, or there should be pest control to get rid of them.
Okay, I'm just bringing out the big guns. Oh look, Ziggy has an item. We'll have to check that out later. Oh, which, by the way, since this is part 11 and I can go ahead and say this now, I looked it up, and pickup doesn't work like I thought it did. Pickup in Ruby and Sapphire is not based on levels, and super potions were actually the worst item you could get. So it wasn't nearly as rare and awesome as I thought it was, which kind of makes me sad, but it kind of doesn't, because it's still a better quality of items overall, no matter what level. Roro grew to level 11, which, by the way, that's another thing we're doing in this part. We're heading back when we head back to Slateport, I'm renaming Roro because I found out its name's actually supposed to be Rono. Yeah, this is mainly going to be various grinding because
great commentary.
Yeah, I want to get my Pokemon's levels just a little bit higher. And that was an apostrophe, yes. I didn't just call it Pokemon's.
Or you just want to raise one's level.
I want to raise most of them's levels, but
most of their levels.
Okay, whatever. That time it was back then. Yes, on the dark levels there are a couple of Pokemon that I didn't catch. One of them is at Abra, and another of them I'll probably meet later. I'm not definitely going to catch them on this run because there's one more trip I'm going to need to make here after we get an item in the city after Slateport. Let's play with me. And that item, or those couple of items, will A, let us explore a new area, and B, let us catch another Pokemon here. So, here's that other Pokemon that we can catch down here. This is Mawile.
Slap it with mud.
Yep.
Let it cry all at once. Smack it with mud.
Slappy slappy. Super effective. Lowers accuracy. What's not to love?
Unless you smack it with mud.
Whoa, crit. As I said a couple parts ago, crit happens.
It happens, man.
I love that pun, by the way. Obviously.
Oh, so you can use puns. Not everyone can use puns. You're a punist. That's what you are. My puns are just as good as yours.
Most of them are. That one.
That one was beautiful.
Yes.
That one was absolutely. I mean, he plays dirty. It's smacking someone with mud. It doesn't get better than that.
Okay. But yes, this is Mawile, the Deceiver Pokemon. Mawile's huge jaws are actually steel horns that have been transformed. Its docile-looking face serves to lull its foe into letting down its guard. When the foe least expects it, Mawile chomps it with its gaping jaws. So yeah, if you see this thing from the front, it actually looks kind of cute and stuff. And then it turns around like you see here, reveals the piranha type, like like, I'm nearly calling it a piranha plant because I'm forgetting what the actual plant is called. The Venus flytrap. The Venus flytrap grafted to its head takes a bite out of you. You know what? It's a female, so I'm going to keep with that theme, and I'm just going to go ahead and name it Venus. Because it's a Venus flytrap attached to a little something other. Oh, it's my Venus, so... Yes, we're essentially just going to go around the other path. Like, hug the other wall. While we're down here. Now, by the way, Rono, as I'm going to call it from here on out, even if I haven't renamed it yet, Rono has the EXP share, but I've got it in front. This way, it's getting 3/4 of the experience, which is good because it's like my lowest level, and I actually do think I want to use it, at least some, if not permanently. So it's getting the lion's share of the experience, but the others are still getting experience even if it's not very much. At some point, I'm probably just going to unequip the EXP share and just train everything equally. The way that I would normally be grinding. Oh, there's another Abra.
Throw one of your Ultra Balls at it.
I could, but I still kind of just want to do it.
Then try a Great Ball.
I'll try a Great Ball if this one doesn't work. I mean, you saw the last one shook 3 times.
It's gonna take you forever, though. And the last one was a level 9.
Point taken.
Didn't even shake once. Didn't even shake once.
Point taken. Okay, next time it's a Great Ball.
Expect my forte.
Ball here. I am still just walking, even if it does lower my encounter rate, kind of just because force of habit. You know what? These things do little enough damage to me that I'll go for a headbutt at least. So I'm pretty sure that only does like 1 or 2 damage. Yeah, 1 damage. I can survive that for a little. Ha! Supersonic finally starts missing. It has fairly low accuracy. It's more likely to hit than miss, but it's not good odds on either side. So,
why wouldn't you use Headbutt? Headbutt works.
Because it's down to 3 out of 15 PP. I'm only using it once per Pokemon now.
Alright, let's just say Power Points, because PP has multiple.
Oh, get your money out of the gutter.
I was born in the gutter, okay?
You sound like Evan. He's going to be angry
born in the gutter.
Evan's going to be angry at me after this session because he keeps saying that he hates the name. But until he proves to me that he's got a better pin name, he's just going by Evan. I mean, I've done name changes before. I don't think the video actually got uploaded, but I've actually done a name change before. So,
in the words of my mentor Bane from Batman, I think, yeah. I was born in the gutter.
Do you want to go get a cup and do the voice properly?
Not really.
I don't have one handy, so I don't really do the best Bane voice anyway. Nah, actually I haven't. Okay, fine. I don't watch movies very much. I haven't actually seen Bane, so the best Bane voice that I know of is probably Jesse Cox or MFG Kato, or MFG Kato, whatever. But either way. Thank you for just repeatedly missing Zubat. Oh, critical! Oh! And then it wasted its turn doing something that's not gonna save it! Woo! And I just realized that I never got that out of the movie. I'll do that out of this battle. Oh, just missed it. I keep hitting X on my DS capture card because I'm so used to X being the menu. Protein! Up to a 5% chance on that one. Protein.
My Zigzagoon got a protein. It's amazing.
Protein is one of, as I will always call them, the Pokemon steroids. Essentially, I'll probably get into an episode talking about EVs some other time. Not the Pokemon, but external values or extra values, whatever it stands for. But I'll just go ahead and say this much. EVs, fine, I'll get into the condensed explanation, the one that I'm not looking at the wiki and composing a speech, but EVs are given by each and every Pokemon. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, I know a few, but this, but each one will, thank you, 5% once you hit level 100, every 4 EVs you collect will equal 1 point in that stat. Which, by the way, like I said, each Pokemon has has a specific EV yield that's like 1 to 3 points. But protein and the other Pokemon steroids, as I call them, although they're technically called vitamins, are essentially, they will give you 10 of one type of EV. Protein is attack, by the way. But you can't use them after you hit 100 in that specific stat. So if you're going to EV train a Pokemon, it's best to go ahead and get... It's best to go ahead and, like, start by having 10 of the EV, of the vitamins that you want to use. That was probably a really bad explanation. There'll probably be a rambling on it at some point where I actually look at the wiki while I'm talking and, like, give you the full, like, unfiltered nerd version. But that explanation will do. Not like what's inaccurate. I'm on the earlier games.
I'm searching it.
That's the nice thing about having a guest commentator. Someone to search while you're just doing that.
EV training with a lowercase t, an uppercase T, or EV yield. That's so stupid. They have 2 pages for the exact same thing.
They have two commonly searched terms. Just go for EV training. Doesn't matter which one.
I went with uppercase. It seems proper. And it stands for effort values. And
Effort values. Thank you.
They are attributes which give bonuses to a Pokemon's stats and improve differently depending which Pokemon they defeat. These bonuses, in the form of effort points, are gained in addition to bonuses gained by increasing level. A Pokemon which increases in level using a rare candy instead of battling does not gain any EVs, making it weaker than a Pokemon who increases in level normally.
Translation: grind, don't cheat for rare candies.
I cheat for rare candies.
The only couple times I've done that were one run of Heart Gold where I was just borrowing the copy and I didn't have that long with it, and I wanted to actually be able to take out the Kanto gym leaders. Not my proudest moment. Keep going.
Oh, I exited out of the page.
Oh, okay, fine. That was enough. I didn't know if I was interrupting you or if you would exit out. You see, I am sure it's him, but he isn't sure it's me. Or if he is, I don't have Skype up, so I haven't noticed.
I don't like sharing.
You know, it'd probably make our computers lag out. So we are now in Steven 0. I'm just going to check the rocks just to see if there was anything hidden. I don't think there was. But we'll get an incidental item later that'll let us check. But yeah. The other downside about, one of the only downsides about guest commentary is it pretty much means no cutting, because we'll often be chatting, like,
you never know what going to say.
Yeah, and we'll probably be chatting before, during, and after battles, making it really tough to find a decent place to cut, and oh, there's more. Oh, Survivor! Survivor!
I will survive!
I'm not gonna sing the whole song, because I kinda have a deep voice, and that'd be hard to do.
Haven't perfected your falsetto?
Well, I can talk in a high voice.
AI cheating. I was already confused, and it used it as soon as I switched. thank you for snapping out of confusion, because it deserves that. Okay, I'm just going to run the rest of the way out. I just want to get out. Heal up. Probably make another run through to get that Abra at a later date, because I'm going to go ahead and go to Slateport, I believe, to start showing off Slateport to actually get some progress in this video. And it's been 20 minutes, but I want to go ahead and get a little bit of progress done.
Show them nothing.
Once again, I always seem to run into this house when I go over to Briny. Here you go, we're setting sail, me darling. Like I said, Chugga may have given this guy a dumb voice, but if you've ever seen him on adventures, he is tall, intimidating.
I'm sorry, that's the weirdest voice you've ever done. That is...
You just didn't get a good sample of it. Now, if you want a weird voice, the voice that I gave to the magma grunt in the in Rust Turf Tunnel reminded me of one of the other people on YouTube that I watch. I'm not going to say specifically who, at least not on camera, but it actually reminded me of someone that I actually watch on YouTube when he starts yelling and getting angry. But yes, here we are in Slateport City. It's time to... Over here is the Slateport Market. It's essentially a shop. They have a Pokemart, but these are things for secret bases, which we'll get into not too much later, but not like next town or anything that soon. But it's dolls that you can put either in your room or a secret base. See, this person is the Energy Guru, aka he sells steroids, protein to raise attack, defense to raise iron to raise defense, Carbos to raise speed, zinc special defense, calcium special attack, and HP up for HP. They are all insanely expensive, meaning that you can probably sell them for items. Okay, this person, if memory serves, gives your Pokemon, as she said, something nice. I forget specifically what. If you show her a Pokemon that has maxed out its EVs, which by the way you can get up to 255 in any given stat, and 510 total, but because the four EVs equaling one stat, it doesn't become profitable to go past 252. This person's just an NPC, and this person will talk about the TM for secret power, which is how you create secret bases, and if you find someone who gives it to you, he'll become a vendor. By the way, in Emerald, there's a person over here that will give you, I think, a berry jar for a multiplayer mini-game that was not introduced in Ruby and Sapphire. And over here, Pokemon Fan Club. A bunch of people that'll just talk about random stuff. Here's a chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. And I'm not reading it because I don't want to. Oh, this person will talk about Pokeblocks and which is like contest stats. It's what the condition checks. There are 5 contest stats: cool, beauty, cute, smart, and tough. So as you can see, all of these have none, and the little star twinkling above the Pokemon is a little star twinkling above the Pokemon is I believe it's called the feel, or no, I'm forgetting the name for it, but essentially you'll get another one for every Pokeblock you feed, and once it makes a complete circle around the Pokemon, it won't accept any more Pokeblocks. Pokemon enjoyed steroids? You're a cheater.
Mine enjoys steroids.
Oh, this person will check happiness and will give you a soothe bell if you show her probably a Pokemon with like maxed happiness in your party or something like that. I wouldn't have thought Nana would have counted, but maybe it's just any Pokemon. The soothe bell will essentially increase happiness gains. Like each time you would get an extra happiness, it'll be 2 extra happiness instead. This person will essentially hint that happiness goes down when a Pokemon faints. This person is actually an interview. Why not? Let's see, what was it about it that attracted you? You know what? Got Pokemon Adventures copy right over here. I'm going to check and see which contest stat Ruby used for Nana. Okay, as far as I can tell, it's coolness, so I'm going to select, change to alphabetic. I'm going to see if I can find cool. Coolness, perfect. What do Pokemon mean to you?
Search amazingness. Amazingness.
What do Pokemon mean to you? Disappointed.
Disappointment.
Let's see. Excite? No. Happiness. Pokemon mean happiness. I don't know. Incredible.
Lacking. They're lacking. Where are the guns to kill the Zubats? That is what I want to know.
Where would... Actually, no, that's a spoiler. I'm going to mention that one later.
Then why did you mention it?
I started. I stopped before I said anything.
You're killing us, man. You're killing us. Okay, is it morally unacceptable to knock out a level 36 Aeron with the level 63 Kyogre?
I don't know about morally, but I'd say it's pretty darn hilarious.
Well, I can't use a level 51 Aggron because then it would be like cannibalism. So I just use a water type.
What do Pokemon mean to you? You know, I'm going to wimp out. What do Pokemon mean to you? A lot. Pokemon means a lot to me. So the interview may end up on TV. Read, it will definitely end up on TV. But we'll be able to check that out in the next house we go into. The Name Reader's house.
Miles, it's been like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was just noticing that. I probably cut it somewhere in the middle there. Yeah, you know what? It's been 30 minutes. I'm just going to cut it somewhere in the middle and not even care. I'm going to find
we could cut it here, so that way in the middle of your next episode, we're not talking about cutting. And then you could have one 30-minute video. Why are you walking in the square?
Whatever. Just to walk around. I'm essentially just running all over, like rotating my hand over the D-pad.
Nice, nice.
But yeah. Okay, I suppose Hector's making sense. So,
for once, I make sense.
We're gonna go ahead and end this off here. Enjoy the slightly longer episode, everyone. And in the next episode, we will start off by renaming Roll Road to its proper name of Rono, and then we will continue exploring Slateport. So yeah, the next part we'll do just that. Miles out.
And Hector.
And Hector.